coach, and then we'll open it up for questions whenever you're ready.
Well, it's not often that you can come to a press conference after playing ULL and feel it's good about the way your team played, and certainly have tons of respect for that team, and makes what we did today even that more impressive. Really proud of the way the girls executed offensively today, and certainly Riley was on fire in the circle. And been waiting for that Riley to show up. We've seen her earlier, and then she had a little bit of a slump, as it happens sometimes, but at the right time she came back and was on fire against a great lineup. So very happy with that. I guess probably most impressed outside of that with the short game and how we executed our short game today. We haven't had to do that a whole lot this year, and it paid off.
Well, tell us about, I'm sure if you've been hitting in that spot, that you've seen a lot of intentional walks. So have you gotten used to it? Do you like it? Just talk about being in that situation and then coming through.
Well, yeah, I've seen Shay be walked a lot, but just knowing that my coach has a trust in me going into the box, I go in there pretty relaxed, so it's kind of fun to see that my team is cheering for me the entire time, and it's amazing to be able to help my team out like that.
We'll talk about just the pitch and the at-bat, what happened there.
Ooh.
She crushed it.
Slash hitting, yeah, slash hitting. I know our timing, she has a great changeup and great mix of speed, so our timing was a little off, and so for Coach Moore to give me the slash, it's just to allow me to be able to focus and see the timing more, and to be on time on that pitch was great.
A grand slam isn't anything you take lightly, especially in a regional game to advance to a championship Sunday. What was that like for you, running the bases?
It was awesome. Hearing my teammates in the background going nuts just made it that much better, and then being able to add more runs for Riley is just great every time.
Riley, what was it like for you all to jump out with the 7-0 run in the earlier team?
I mean, as a pitcher, it's great to see, especially when it's as hot as it is. It's like, yeah, let's get out of here. But they did great, and you could see that everyone's playing their role from the bunts from the beginning to the intentional walk. Shay takes that, and it's not selfish at all. She knows that the person behind her is going to get it done, and Aaliyah did just that. And so I think today was definitely a team win, one by one, each step, pitch by pitch, and we're going to continue to do that. So.
Riley, Aaliyah was talking yesterday about how this team has really helped her stay positive. Has that been the same for you? Has this team kind of helped you kind of weather any storms?
For sure. I think Coach Moore plays a really big part of that. He says the right things when it needs to be said, and really helps us rally together, especially in the hard times whenever we're still humans, we get selfish and point fingers, but this team doesn't ever do that, and that's because of people like Coach Moore and Coach Newman, and our leaders on our team just know that what each person is capable of. And so how can you not stay positive when you're around that, but you're also around people that shine God's light. And so how there's no other choice but to be positive because we're so blessed. So for sure.
Riley, you pitched really well against UCF with a break. Did this break help you just maybe get whatever back? I mean, did you feel rested enough, like that kind of thing?
For sure. I think we said it a lot this week, like it's a brand new season. And so treating it as that, getting your body ready, doing what I need to do for the betterment of the team. And I think every single person does that. And so that's why we're able to do what we did today.
Riley, talk about the first batter. Maya tends to create things for the Cajuns. She gets a hit and then boom, caught stealing. That had to be a huge thing for you and for y'all team.
For sure, and that goes back to everyone knows what their role is and they play it no matter what. Yeah, that's probably not the best way to start the game, but Sid was like, I got it. And so she did. And she told me at the beginning of the game, like, I'm going to do what I can do for you. And hypes me up, gives me more confidence, and just knows, like, okay, so that's how this is going to go. So it was really nice.
Riley, after the first couple games of the regional, the way end of the season, what's the mood on the team? What's the vibe like?
Vibes are good. Vibes are really good. We have a lot of fun, and I think that's what is the key to all of this, is have fun, because it's a game, and we're lucky to get to do this at this stage. So,
Coach, what's the mindset heading into tomorrow, knowing that you're in the best situation of any of these teams?
Yeah, we want to make sure we don't bask in the joy of that victory too long, because that's what gets you beat. And we talked about that last night, and the kids stayed focused on what we had to do today. Winning 2 games was huge. You're looking at our pitching staff pretty much right here, so we've got to keep the arms fresh and giving her another day rest, and then I think Riley threw 60-something pitches today. Is going in as good a shape as you could be in, but it's going to be a challenge. It's nice that other teams have to, wear down their pitching a little bit before we see them tomorrow, and we can get a little bit more rest. But that was the goal going in, and to be 2-0 puts you in the driver's seat, but our work's not done.
Coach, you talked about the short game. Was that the plan coming in, or was that just kind of what worked?
Well, we knew they played soft on the corners. We knew they played mostly what we call a one bunt coverage, so we thought we would be able to possibly expose the right side a little bit, but we didn't expect the softness on the left side as much. So when we saw that, the kids just executed it beautifully. It's one thing to know what you want to do and then have the team execute it, but they drop bunts, they drop quick bunts, and they put them right where we wanted almost every time. So I think that was the turning point of the game for us, really. Really proud of how they executed the short game.
Sid getting to second base on Zadie's hunt. Is she close to a jet now? Is she closing in on that?
Did she pay you to ask that question? Sid was in the doghouse for a little while after that play because she didn't slide at second. But no, Sid's she's a warrior for us, and she's going to bounce right back, and you can get on her, and she's going to let it roll off her back and come right back and perform for us. Pitchers love to throw to her, and a great teammate, great leader. Throwing her out that first inning was huge, as we've already said. I'm not going to give her that yet, though. Not going to give her the jet.
Coach, you've been around a long time, and I've seen Cajuns did it last year where they won twice on the final day. Of course, they swept them. Let's talk about the mindset both ways.
Yeah.
When you get to Sunday, you got to win twice,
Mm-hmm.
or you got to not lose twice.
Yep.
They're both issues.
Well, you obviously want to be in our position, but I've seen it many times where that team doesn't come out of the regional. So we've got to make sure that we're mature enough, we have enough leadership on our team that we stay locked in. We do the right things this afternoon to perform at our best, because I think the top 3 seeds in this tournament are really equal, and we just got to make sure that we're in a good mindset when we go in there. I think also, and I've preached this to my team when I've been in the other position, that once you win that first game, the momentum switches to your side, and that's it's not that unusual to have 2 on the get double dipped on the last day. So we've got to make sure, can't play defensive, can't play on our heels, can't play afraid of that happening. We've got to play with the same mindset we had today.
Coach, and to that point of being hunted going into Sunday, what does homework look like for you all tonight?
What was the first part of that question? I'm sorry.
I said being the hunted.
Oh, well, the hunted.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let them go get a bite to eat, and we're going to come back and scout and let them rest a little bit, and then we're going to watch film and go over everything that we know to go over. We're not going to spend a ton of time focusing on opposition because, unless Princeton comes out, we played the other 2. We know them pretty well. We're going to focus on what we do. That's been our philosophy always anyway, and just being aware of what we might see. But we'll touch up on everything, make sure that we're aware of the pitchers that could come in and just be prepared. I think you can over-prepare in that situation and focus on the competition more. You got to make sure you're doing the things that you do well, very well. So that's going to always be our focus.